soil soldiers, guess what? My potatoes are ready to plant. I've got them here. These are red skin potatoes and some russet potatoes that I placed in a brown paper bag and let them chit. And then I separated them into pieces that have the growth points, the eyes on them, and let them dry out. This is like, oops, this is crusty and dry. And you want to let them dry out so that they don't rot in the soil. So that's why they're looking a little strange, but that's to keep them from rotting. So now it's time to plant. I'm excited. I got my soil right here. This is just to get them started. This is in a tote container. The sun is kind of showing you where the soil level is, right about here, right about there. So we're gonna go ahead and plant them in the soil, and as they grow, I'll be adding more soil on top. And I'll be using this I'll be using maybe 2 or 3 containers, so that I don't overcrowd them. I'm gonna give them as much space as I can. Now this soil here already has compost in it, and it's looking really good. It's looking really, really good. So I'm just gonna add a bit of perlite, go ahead and plant them. It also already has bone and blood in here, and that's not from this season. That's actually from last season. It takes so long for that stuff to break down, and although there was a little bit of growth in here, it wasn't much to exhaust what I initially put in. So it should actually be readily available for those plants because they take months to break down. So I'm only going to be adding to this some perlite. That's it. Add in some perlite, pop those potatoes in, and then I'll do a layer of mulch just to keep the weeds down. And it's, you know, it's okay. The potatoes will push right through that. Just going to be a light mulch just to keep the weeds down. And then as they grow up, I'll do the same thing. Add some more soil, mix in some perlite, and cover them with mulch again. So there's my soil all mixed up, and I put my pieces of the russet potato in place. Got them in like a little triangle formation in hopes of, look at that, more weeds and stuff falling from the tree. But got them in this triangle formation in hopes of giving them enough space to stretch out and grow. All right, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and get them in place. Dig a little hole, not so far down that they're touching the bottom. There we go. Cover them up. This one. And just a light coating of mulch. Like I said, just to keep the weeds down. Same deal over here. I'm going to be using this orange container and that orange container as well for my red skin potatoes. I've just added some perlite in here. The soil already has the bone and blood and the compost in there. So we're gonna go ahead and make it light and fluffy. Plant these spuds so we can have some good potatoes. Now this container, the soil isn't quite at the top, but it's pretty close, right? So it might take these potatoes a little longer to grow up to the surface because they have to grow through more soil, but that's okay. They can do it. Potatoes are strong plants. Look at their stems. Like, they're already really wide. They're going to be able to push right through, especially since we've got nice fluffy soil. So I'm going to put one right there, and I'm going to put one right there, and let's get them down a little further. You don't want them at the very, very bottom, but you want to get it in there. All right, there we go. Get them down in there. And they're going to come right on up, reaching for that sunshine. One more time for the light and fluffy. Yes. We in the home stretch now. Let's do this. One right there. One right there. All right, let's get it in here. At least act like I got a shovel. Okay. Done. Grab a handful of that mulch. Just a touch more. Keep them weeds out. Now we're gonna water everybody in. And that's it. It is a wrap. Who's ready for French fries, home fries, potato salad, potato pancakes? Oh boy, all of it's so good. So good. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing rest of the day.